Human trafficking remains a pervasive global crime, with women and girls constituting the majority of its victims. Criminals are increasingly exploiting vulnerabilities caused by conflicts, disasters, and economic hardship, leading to a rise in forced labor and gender-based violence. Women and girls at heightened risk not only of sexual exploitation, but also of forced labor and other abuses. The Philippines is a significant source of migrant labor, with millions of Filipinos working abroad, many of whom are women. Filipina migrant workers are particularly vulnerable to human trafficking and exploitation due to several factors.
Most trafficked Filipino victims are young adult females. Recruitment often occurs through both legal and illegal agencies, and many victims are willing travelers, enticed by the promise of better opportunities abroad. Major destinations for trafficked Filipinos include Korea, Malaysia, Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Middle Eastern countries. Organized crime groups, often in collaboration with foreign nationals, play a significant role in trafficking operations. Filipina migrant workers often endure exploitation, including sexual abuse, harassment, physical harm, and labor abuses such as low or non-payment wages, poor working and living conditions, and even imprisonment. Many are forced into servitude or trafficked for sexual exploitation.
A notable example is Lucy Ortega, who was trafficked and enslaved as a domestic worker in Syria for 8 years. After repatriation, she struggled to find employment and received minimal government assistance, highlighting the ongoing challenges faced by many returnees. Filipina migrant workers are among the most vulnerable to human trafficking and exploitation globally. Addressing these challenges requires stronger legal protections, comprehensive reintegration programs, and international cooperation to ensure the safety and dignity of Filipina migrant workers.
Rape culture and victim blaming. Rape culture and victim blaming are pervasive issues across Southeast Asia deeply rooted in patriarchal norms, traditional belief, and systematic legal and social barriers. These factors contribute to the underreporting of sexual violence, denial of justice for survivors, and the perpetuation of harm, stereotypes, and myths about the victim and perpetrators. Victim blaming is reinforced by patriarchal values and traditional norms that prioritize family honor and male authority. Women are often held responsible for the violence committed against them, with questions about their behavior, dress, or sexual history shift blame away from perpetrators. In some cases, survivors are pressured by their families or even legal authorities to marry their rapists, compounding trauma and perpetuating the cycle of abuse. In Vietnam, study shows empathy for rape victims is generally low among young men, especially those who have engaged in sexual violence behavior, indicating a need for targeted intervention to address attitude and belief that enable the victim blaming. In India, police may refuse to register a rape case unless the significant public or social media attention, and survivors are sometimes questioned about their willingness to marry their attackers.
Rape culture and victim blaming in Southeast Asia are sustained deeply entrenched social, cultural, and legal factors, while there are efforts underway to challenge these norms and improve justice for survivors. Significant barriers remain. Addressing these issues requires comprehensive legal reform, community-based education, and a shift of societal attitude towards gender, power, and accountability. Women, particularly migrant workers, face severe exploitation and human trafficking risks due to systemic vulnerabilities and labor migration, including abusive recruitment and harsh working conditions abroad. Simultaneously, pervasive rape culture and victim blaming in Southeast Asia further marginalize survivors of sexual violence, hindering justice and social support.
Addressing these intertwined issues requires comprehensive legal reforms, stronger protections for migrant workers, and cultural shifts to challenge patriarchal norms and promote empathy and accountability. Only through coordinated efforts can the rights and dignity of women in this context be effectively safeguarded.